Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx. So today we are doing another hair video, and this is my hair journey, I guess you could say. Well, I can't call it a journey because I didn't tape most of this, but I will tell you what I've done so far up to this point, because honestly the only reason I didn't film it is because I'm not infallible, okay? I'm a professional, but I fuck up. I honestly wasn't prepared to make one of those, oh my god, I tried coloring my hair and it fell out videos. So, if you've watched me for a while, I've never not had pink hair since I've started my channel. In fact, I've had pink hair for about 8 years or so. A variation of pink. Sometimes I'd have like a chunk of another color here and there, but for the most part, the base has always been pink. So up until this point, I've been thinking, I'm like, I want to switch up my color, but I don't want to do an all over switch, honestly, because my integrity and the health of my hair is more important to me than completely doing an overhaul. So I thought, what could I do to switch up enough to satisfy that part of me that wants to change it without destroying my hair? So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do half and half. So what I had done up to this point is just use very, not harsh, but not like color safe shampoos. So I've been using things like deep cleansing shampoos and detoxifying shampoos, things that aren't necessarily color safe. So that's been doing a little bit, but I had to eventually start stripping the one side. So for that, I use the Joico Color Razor, which is a professional product. It's not necessarily a bleach, but it's something that will target your fashion shades or your direct dyes, which is what these colors are, like pink, blue, purple, those kind of shades. If I was to put bleach on top of my pink, it would probably lift some of it, but it would also push it into the cuticle, making it brighter. So that would kind of be, and it would also really, really make my hair very fragile, which is something I don't want. So I did the Joico Color Eraser on this side, and I took it off right before I felt that it was starting to feel fragile. And some of you are probably looking at it thinking, your hair looks fucking like destroyed, and this is nothing. Trust me. I've destroyed my hair before. This is a picture of hair destroyed. And again, I've destroyed my hair before to the point where it's fallen out like in chunks. It felt like jelly coming out in my hands. This is fine. I'm quite happy with how this feels. I cannot get this any blonder. I cannot get any more of the pink out. So what I'm hoping is that the teal will just cover this. And if it doesn't, well, then it doesn't. Now, if you are familiar with the color wheel, pink over green might make some kind of purpley shade. I'm not completely opposed to that, but in hair color theory, it might also make a muddy shade. I'm praying to God that doesn't happen. With the color that I'm using, I've used it in the past a bunch of times, like years ago, and I'd never had an issue if it touched pink. Pink that was much, much more vibrant than this, so I'm hoping to get away with it and it have no issue, but if there is an issue, you guys are gonna see it. So without further ado, here we go. So for the teal side, which is the lighter side, I have used 2 colors as my base. So most of what I'm putting on right now is from Special Effects. It's a hair color brand, and the shade is Sonic Green. And I added a little bit of Joico Color Intensity Peacock Green, which is a similar shade, just a little bit more teal. And for my pink, I'm just doing my normal Special Effects Cupcake pink. I'm using some Paul Mitchell Pop in pink, and Color Intensity from Joico again, and this is in, I just put a hint of magenta in. The green, as you can see, I mean, it is very dark, so I'm pretty comfortable in the fact that it will cover this. And to, again, keep my hair as safe as possible, I completely decided not to bleach my roots this time. I will wait in a few weeks to do like any kind of root bleaching, but for now we're gonna leave my hair rooty looking, which I've done before in the past and I don't mind. And I mean, I'm not known for patience, and I've been letting this go. This has been a 2 or 3 week process, which isn't very long, but for me, I usually like to have things done, like in changing my hair color, like just over a few days. So the fact that it's been a few weeks is quite impressive for me. All right, so here we go. Jesus, take the wheel. or the brush. And as per usual, I'm gonna speed this part up because this will get real boring real fast for you guys, if it already hasn't. All right, so I'm gonna finish the rest of this off camera. I just wanted to kind of show you me applying the green. I'll be back to show you the finished product and we'll see together if it worked. All right, so here is my hair. Everything is processing now. I've got this very fun Princess Leia hairdo, and if you don't know who Princess Leia is, how dare you? I'm going to let this process because I'm an overachiever for about 3 hours or so. I have very high hopes for the green. I can already see it processing and it already looks pretty incredible, but we're gonna find out together. So the next time you see me, my hair will be rinsed, washed, and blow dried, and we will see if I've destroyed my hair or not. So I'll be right back. So I'm back. My hair is rinsed out and finished and styled, and I'm ready for the big reveal. So what I did to rinse was, I'll go over this part with you because to me this is important. So the last time we met, I had finished applying all the color. I left it on for about 2.5 hours or so. I meant to leave it longer, but honestly, I just didn't have enough time to leave it on any longer than that. I will go as far as to leaving it on for 4 hours if I have that kind of time. So I rinsed it out, and I had to do it very carefully because I didn't want it bleeding from one side to the next. So I rinsed out my pink side first, and I pinned it up, and then my green side last. And when I rinsed them just with water. I didn't shampoo them, I didn't condition them. I just rinsed them until the water ran clear with like lukewarm water. I didn't use hot. I finished with cold water, but I used more so like lukewarm to almost cool water to do the rinsing. And I guess it's time to show you. It wasn't until I started blow drying that I was like, Harley Quinn. That wasn't what I was going for, but I guess I can kind of see that's kind of where we are. Anyway, so cons. It is a little spotty on this side because I did start with blonde that wasn't completely all one shade of blonde. There was still some pink spots. I am happy with the color that it turned out. And I don't mean like lighter in spots and darker in spots, because that's kind of okay. But there are like spots, like actual spots kind of throughout, that luckily you can only kind of see if I have my ring light on. In natural light and regular like bulb lighting, you can't really tell that much, so that's, you know, I'm not really worried about it. But now I have a base down, so the next time I do like my roots and put another layer on, it'll all be one color and it'll all be even. Now the next time I do this, and where I have to like bleach my roots and stuff, that's going to be a fucking bitch, because I'm going to need help. And luckily my sister is also a hairstylist, so she will have to do the back for me to make sure I, you know, slice it completely straight and I separate it and I don't get any green on the pink. Eventually I'll be able to do it myself, but the next time or two when my hair is still kind of fragile and I'm still like getting into the groove of separating everything well, she's gonna have to step in and do the back for me, because that's just gonna suck. But anyway, I'm actually really happy with the way it turned out. It covered the pink. It shouldn't bleed onto this, but again, the next time I wash my hair, which won't be until about tomorrow, so that'll be about a good 2 days until I actually shampoo my hair. Since actually doing the color, there's some residue of the color left, and that's what I wanted. I want it to stain, which is how my pink hair stayed so vibrant for so long. That's also one of the reasons that it's so hard to get this out, is because my hair is stained, and I'm doing that on purpose. So the next time I wash it, I will also have to be very careful, separate it. I'll have to wash it in 2 sections to make sure I don't wash it together. And it'll take a few washes to be able to wash my hair just normally, like all at once. Until this stops bleeding, which will be a little while, I'll have to just keep washing each side separately, which, whatever. I knew that going into this. But for the most part, this came out very nice. You know, I always like my pink, so that's not an issue. And it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel horrible. It feels kind of dry, but my hair's felt fucking worse, so I mean, this is nothing. But yeah, that was it. Make sure you leave any comments or questions you have for me in the box below. And if I missed any part of the steps, I apologize. I wanted to do this in full with you, but like I said before, the whole stripping of my pink color, honestly, I just didn't have the energy or the inclination to put a fail like that on film. Like, I didn't want a video of myself having a breakdown because I just singed my hair off on camera, which again, I've done. I still remember it. I don't need a video to remind me of it every day. So I apologize if you wanted to see something like that, but you know, it didn't happen. I will list everything that I used in the box below, and again, make sure you leave me your thoughts and comments. Unless you're being a dick, then save it. All right, that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.